When you talk about balanced budgets or deficits, or when I should spend or when I shouldn't spend, balancing a household budget and running a country are two totally different things. But if you're to wind it back to what's going on in the community or why those things are different, think about it this way: if you were having trouble paying your bills, what would be the last thing you'd think you would do to help solve your problem? Is to go borrow money and spend more money. That wouldn't make a lot of sense, but it would if you thought about what you were doing with that money. If you're going to take that money and go buy a big screen TV or another car or go on a vacation, probably not going to help your situation. But if you're going to take that money and invest it in your education or in training or in something that was going to help your earning potential after the fact, you might go into a little bit of debt initially, but your earning potential coming out the back end of that is what's going to solve your problem in the long run. We had a Trump presidency which changed everything. NAFTA was on the table, steel and aluminum happened, softwood happened. China's kind of more at the tail end of this particular government/parliament, but it still plays into it. Is it important to get to balance? Of course it is. But we have some challenges that we face in Canada that we haven't dealt with over the years. Social deficit, infrastructure deficit, a changing landscape with knowledge-based economy. We need to invest in those things to ensure that we have success today, but we also have success tomorrow. So this is all about value proposition. When do we spend? How do we spend? What is the result of that spend? And at the end of the day, how do we evaluate that? We have the lowest unemployment in 4.5 decades. We have one of the fastest growing economies in the G7. We have reduced poverty by 20%. Those, as big macro measurements, tell us that what we're doing matters, number one, and that we're headed in the right direction.